Yeah, it's just another day with me, ain't it? You're bleeding. Yeah, he just got a hit.
In this video, we're fishing on the downstream side of the lake dam, the river side of a lake dam. And Justin's already caught a 40-pounder, as you saw just a couple minutes ago. Now he's hooked into another big fish, and I think Tom's a little jealous.
Yeah, we're rolling. We got another big one.
Little baby pole.
80-pound braid.
I'm hoping we try and max this line out real quick. Dude, he just nailed it. Like, usually you let him kind of chew on it a while. He just nailed it and took off.
I cannot believe you're...
Is this how Brian and Josh feel and Paul all the time? It's like
They feel awesome because they catch everything.
they catch all the big ones. We just catch little babies to feed them.
How many times am I going to throw it through the same spot you do and not catch anything?
Boy, I'm putting the secret sauce on them in the truck, by myself when you're not looking.
Now when I get this sucker gaffed, if he's real big, I might need help pulling him up because you're kind of giant and I'm not. Can you can't horse him up any, or is...
I don't think he'll cook out. I'm aware he's still got a lot of life. I'd rather wear him out. Might have been his last little plunge.
Yeah, get him over there. He's about a 20-pounder. He's just below the surf.
No, that ain't no 20-pounder. That's a 30.
There's so many flatheads in here. Nobody fishes for them here, do they?
Easy.
Where'd you hook? Here, let's see it. Oh, look. Yeah, that ain't gonna pull through his bony lip. That's perfectly hooked. Dad, you better get you a gill on. I haven't even got a bite. Justin's got him so far.
All right, well now it's Tom's turn. He finally gets a hit, but I just want to explain to you what we're talking about when we're talking about a flathead bite or hit, and also why we're using these little bitty poles. That's probably the #1 question we get all the time, like, what happens if you get a big one on and he snaps your little bitty gear in half and all that stuff? Well, these poles we're using are old antique. They're solid spring steel. They're not gonna break. They might bend if it gets past that point of elasticity, but for the most part, they come right back. And we're using old Abu Garcia reels. They're super strong, and we use like anywhere from a 50 up to 100-pound like braided gorilla line or just off-brain catfish line. It's almost like a trot line material. So our gear setup is not gonna break, guys. So back to the hit part of it. What happens is and how we do it, we just throw our bait out there and we kind of basically use it like a lure, I guess. And we get the bluegill sitting on the bottom and we just slowly drag it in towards us. And what we're hoping to do is just to drag the bluegill right by the hole or right by the rock that big flathead's chilling behind. And if you get lucky enough to drag that bluegill by that flathead's nose, he's liable to bite, take a hit, and what he does is all the flathead's muscle power in their jaws is for opening their jaws. They can open their jaws so fast, and what it does is it sucks water in, and the bluegill gets sucked into their mouth, and the water rushes out their gills. And so they could be doing that, one, because they're hungry, or two, she could be on the nest and she's defending, being defensive, and so she grabs that. So either way, that's what we're talking about. You'll feel, and if you keep enough tension on the line so you can feel that hit, you'll just be dragging it along the bottom real slow, and all of a sudden you'll just feel BAM! And that's that flathead sucking that bait into its mouth. And then it might sit there. You'll notice we talked about getting a hit and then nothing. We're just sitting there, right? Well, this is not like bass fishing where you get a hit and then the bass is taking the pole everywhere. They may sit there. You're not even 100% sure you have a flathead on. It could have bounced off a rock, or you had a little bitty hit. And so usually we just keep the line tense and we're kind of feeling, trying to determine, is this a fish? Is this a flathead? And eventually they're going to get annoyed because they just got a hook shoved in their mouth, or maybe they decide to swim off and eat their bait somewhere else, but they always swim off real slow. And so your pole just kind of starts doing one of these, but it goes further down, further down, further down, further down. And to the point when you decide for sure that that is definitely a fish swimming away with your bait, and it's not just the current doing that, then that's when you pull back and set the hook and let her eat.
Is he acting like a baby? Big hit. That's how you keep letting it drift around, and finally they go for it. Come on, be a big boy. He's acting like he's kind of little. He's not too big.
Heck yeah!
That gill drifted right around and he slammed it.
Well, you barely had him hooked. Barely.
I gotta change my stuff. My hook's bent up. That's my one from where I snagged up.
It didn't go all the way through.
When they hit it, it's like just immediate, like they punched the fish and then just let him keep going down. It's like they always hit it and go under a rock to eat or whatever.
Sometimes you can't tell by the strength of the hit what kind of fish it is. In this clip you just saw, Tom had a big old hit and reeled it in, and it's a little fish, about, a few pound flathead. In this next clip, he gets almost zero hit, or at least he didn't feel it, and it ends up being a 20-pounder.
I got a big one on. He's big. I think he is. Hey Justin, got a big one. Either he's big or just released. Yeah, he's
He's a good one. Good job, Tom. Nice.
Good
Yeah.
啊
Watch your hit.
Dude. About time one came out of his hole and picked it up.
There you go.
I'll just cut it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get it back. The old gap's working out pretty good.
I know. Well, I guess that means we ain't leaving.
Can you get it?
I mean, if you don't care.
You're getting away from me, buddy.
I still got another catch to do to get close to your weight. Did he let you have it? Yeah. It's just another day with me, ain't it? You're bleeding.
All to get Tom's 30-cent sinker back.
We'll just keep it up high, and then by the time he gets it down here, then he should have it enough, and that's when you get him. He was pulling your rod down. How long? Did you just pick it up? Give him a little tension and see if he's there, and if he is, just kind of enough to make him mad. Yeah, you got a head on. That gill ain't gonna do that. See what he, give him some. See if he pulls.
He's going down.
Get him. It's easy. Yep. Is he pretty good? Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, you got a nice one. Bring him up slow, I'll grab his mouth.
Grab him, hurry up.
I got it.
Get going, Dan. Get going.
Finally caught you a big one.
Yeah.
Look at his gut.
Must be a big...
Okay, I got two.
Dude, that was cool.
Holy crap.
He's on. Come on, Tom. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a monster.
Dude, this thing's big.
Holy crap.
Dude, this thing is freaking big.
Well, just wear him down.
He ain't even moving.
Don't try to winch him in. I mean, just hold him. Oh, you're pushing it.
I didn't even give it nothing. It came out. He was under a rock.
Yeah. He's under a rock. Dude, that thing had that big hole. Freaking worked a lot. That's roach.
This is different from what you'll hear on Facebook all the time. Everybody talking about catch, picture, release. That's great, you know, but the reason that we fish, and probably one of the reasons that a lot of you guys fish, if you're our subscribers, are because we like to have a fish fry with our buddies. And if you get too butt hurt because people have a fish fry, if it's 20 pounds or bigger, you need to be letting it go. You guys are really messing up the future for our youth. Blah, 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 blah. We don't have roll-up collars. Well, let me take this time to explain to you our management policy. It's the same thing we do for deer hunting, and that is when we catch a whole bunch of little fish, we let the little fish go. We let them grow up to be bigger fish. We will keep the 15, the 20 pounders or whatever. Even 30, 40 pounders. We'll keep those bigger fish. I can kill one big fish, or I can kill 20 little fish and get the same amount of meat for a fish fry. So I would rather let the smaller ones grow up and keep the bigger ones. So that is our management strategy, and I've done all the math on the bigger catfish lay more eggs, so you're really wiping out more future catfish when you keep the bigger ones, And to be honest, it really all equals out in the end. So as long as you have a management strategy and you stick to it, that's all that really matters and is important, and that you're abiding within the laws for fishing. So obviously, if where I fished there was a issue of not very many catfish, then we probably wouldn't keep it as many catfish as we keep. But when I can go out and easily catch flathead catfish, big channel catfish, boom, 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 why wouldn't you keep some to eat? I mean, that is why we fish, guys. So with that, thanks for watching. I'm going to put some links in the description below to some of our other fishing videos, as well as we have a video just on about those little dinky poles that you see us using and why we're using them. So subscribe below if you want to see more videos. Hit the little bell button and you'll be notified when those videos come out. Thanks, guys.